Hello there, my elementals. Emerald here with another episode of Witchery, where I dive into a subject and let you in on the ins and outs, do's and don'ts of witchcraft and spirituality. If you're listening from my Patreon, then I want to extend a huge thank you for supporting me in this journey of witchcraft education. As with all of my new information from Patreon, my patrons get full access to each new article and video for an entire 3 months before I release them to the public. With that being said, if you are interested in joining us on Patreon or following any of my other medias, then click that link in any of my bios on all of my social media outlets and become a full-fledged elemental today. Without further ado, welcome to the latest episode of Witchery. June radiates positive outlooks. It gets its name from the Roman goddess Juno, wife of Jupiter and watcher of marriages. A fun coincidence that I'm sure most don't know offhand is that the month of June is the most popular month for wedding ceremonies. A little odd though, since Romans felt that marriage should take place after mid-June for the best marital success. Another feature that shapes June is the summer solstice and Litha celebrations. This usually takes place around June 20th. You may have heard it being called its other name, midsummer. It's ripe with sexual symbolism and celebrating the sun in all its glory. I'll go more in-depth into Litha celebrations with my next article so you can have time to prepare for anything you want to plan. Birthstone. Pearl. They come in many colors, including white, pink, blue, black, and gold. Pearls come from both saltwater and freshwater throughout the world. They represent wisdom gained over time. Usually they are given as a gift to improve love feelings and overall physical and emotional health. Alexandrite. One of my personal favorites, it is a color-shifting stone depending on the lighting. Being one of the younger crystals only discovered in the 19th century, it is named after Prince Alexander II, as it was found on his birthday. It is said that Alexandrite improves a person's fortune. It is also said to renew joy and a sense of true purpose. It is a great stone for those dealing with long-term situations. Zodiac. Gemini. June starts in the sign of the Gemini and remains there until the 22nd. Being of the air sign, June Geminis are playful, harmonious, and very active. You should find yourself being very up and going during the zodiac cycle. Geminis are known for being creative, versatile, artistic, and have a very good mental prowess. Try tapping into these energies during this time. Cancer. The end of June belongs to the crab. Cancer resonates with the water element. This zodiac sign is a sensitive and sensual sign. They tend to be very spiritual and deal with life through gut instinct and intuition. Try taking some time to focus on their strengths. Things like family, foundations, community, emotional clarity, and hearth and home are where it's at with this sign of Cancer. Flower. June's reigning flower is the rose. Known as the Queen of Flowers, roses have the greatest number of mundane and magical applications over other blossoms. Dabbing rose water on your clothes provides protection, and it is also customary to add rose petals to amulets that safeguard the bearer from the evil eye. It can be made into beads as well, which is actually where the name rosary comes from, since the monks that made the prayer necklaces made them from roses. This flower is very prevalent component to love workings and incense. Rose brings good fortune in relationships. Use roses in teas, salads, jam, and even on a delicate finger-style sandwich. Number. The sacred number for June is 6. It represents beauty and mindful living. Pythagoras even spoke of 6 as a perfect number. In math, it tells us a perfect number is when all the divisors add up to that number, leaving out the number itself. Such numbers are not common, but include 28 and 496. When you want to free yourself from too much dependence on worldly things, consider timing the effort during the waning moon of June. This number also relates to the mother aspect of the sacred feminine. as there is a deep nurturing energy to the number 6, the power of service, love, and caring that asks nothing in return is the gift of the number 6. People whose birth number is 6 are providers who seek harmony for those they love. There is no question of right and wrong in this individual. Trust them to speak plainly and honestly. Colors. The colors for June tie to the corresponding zodiacs of the month. Yellow. Gemini is yellow. It is upbeat and optimistic. This color is very welcoming, drawing people in and amplifying communicative abilities. Among sacred stones, practitioners use yellow crystals to make clear decisions and decrease anxiety. Silver, a metallic hue that speaks of wealth and sophistication. Even so, silver is not a dull color. There is a playful, tender element to it. Silver represents our inner world. It's a color you can use to really understand yourself. It's a favorite color for psychics and mystics who feel it raises intuitive energy. When you want to communicate effectively, wear something silver. Become that silver-tongued devil. Full moon. Super strawberry moon in Capricorn, June 24th. The last supermoon of the trilogy of this year commences a few days after the summer solstice. This luminary is in Capricorn, but it won't aim to harden our hearts as we expect it to. On the contrary, Saturn, who is the planetary ruler of the Capricorn moon, is in retrograde in Aquarius, softening up the austere energy, making us more focused on relationships than ever before. Auspicious Jupiter, which is retrograde in Pisces, is lending positivity to the overall energy while harmonizing with the moon. It's a great time to ask for a raise or promotion. You may be lucky in what comes your way. Hard work and past efforts to attain prosperity and professional achievements will be rewarded. Therefore, it's an ideal day to plant a money tree or set up roots, literally and figuratively, in the home front. Connecting with ancestors and family members who can give us knowledge about our history and lineage will help us to evolve. Also, expand our minds and hearts. Knowing where we come from will give us insight as to where we are going in the future. The past holds the key to the direction our lives will take going forward. In conclusion, whatever your month of June brings for you, I hope it's a good one. Be on the lookout for the litho article next week, and I will be uploading all of the Herb Book of Shadows pages that I have made for the Hexen box this month, as well as finishing the corresponding Book of Shadows pages that I started last month. See you then, my elementals. Much love, Emerald.